guys? Welcome back to the Training Camp Podcast.
The Training Camp Podcast.
I got a new chair.
With a multitude of guests.
Can't say he's wrong, am I right?
Oh, yeah. Dolphins.
No, I really like.
Stupid games.
5-0 last week. That's right. 5-0. Dak Prescott. You could lock up that 4 seed.
Again, it's not blazing hot, 65 degrees. I'm going to do this for fun.
They threw to Michael Thomas. The Heat. How? Chicago. Yes, you guys get an F.
And a little too much personality.
No.
Last week.
No, Ravens?
Oh, fuck. Give me that.
No way. There's no way. Hammering. Free. Really do not talk about him.
This one's my fault.
Flex the game. Here we go.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Training Camp Podcast. Kind of wild, because I have to, prepare for this stuff and shit. It's almost May. It's April 21st. My last semester of class, or my last week of classes is next week, so that's fucking weird. So yeah, this year has been flying by. You can even tell by my wardrobe. Look at this. I'm wearing, it's a button-up short sleeve. That's right. It's not the same t-shirt as the same 3 t-shirts that I wear. Anyways, super excited about today's podcast. I've been planning this podcast for a month at this point. You guys will see in a second, and you guys probably seen the title, but you'll see it. Just be patient. So we're gonna hop in the news of the week first. There wasn't that much news of the week, honestly, so we're gonna kind of speed through this a little bit. The biggest thing over the last week, okay, I record Thursdays I record Wednesdays, publish Thursdays. I swear, right when I hit publish, something big happens because this whole European Super League for the football leagues in Europe got announced I think it was Friday morning. I was like, are you kidding me? So, and then I was like, all right, cool. We can maybe do a piece about that. And then last night it got canceled. So thanks, I guess. I don't know. I'm happy it got canceled because it was just completely unfair situation. You're putting the best of the best within it. You're ruining a small market in that case. So yeah, think about it. I'm glad there were going to be punishments if players and teams were to stick with this. So yes, I think it's for the best that this does not happen or go through. Number 2, I've been preaching this. This was one of my first ever but I means. I was like, I know LeBron and Jokic have been gods this season, but why can't Steph be the MVP? Hello? Last week I said he probably is going to average up to 35, 40 in this month, and he's doing that. Yes, Steph is my MVP. This team is like a 15-win team without him, so I don't want to hear it. That's all we're going to say about that. Next, someone who loves this show dearly, his beloved team released some uniforms, and they were kind of letdowns. I'm not going to lie. We might be able to get him his opinion later, but yeah, just quick, just from the shadows, yes, yay or nay. So, hey, at least Burrow's coming back. So yeah, for me they were an L, but Parker still got a cop one, right? 100%. Okay, yeah, I will say. I don't know why they don't do the white out helmets, the white tiger helmets. He's sick. Speaking of numbers, speaking of jerseys, the NFL is now going to loosen their jersey restrictions, so players can now. There's not going to be as tight restrictions for position and numbers. So hey, I got JP a Derwin James jersey, and Derwin's probably sounding like going to move to 3. So. I got JP a limited edition Derwin jersey. That's what we're gonna go with. I have the worst luck when it comes to uniforms, man. Sticking with the NFL, there was a leaked trade between the Patriots and the Packers. Jordan Love apparently, it was a leaked trade. If this happens, it's kind of like a fair trade. It's Jordan Love and the 29th and their 4th round pick this year from the Packers to the Patriots for the 15th pick. I just don't know why the Packers would move up. There's I think 29 is pretty fine for them. There's no reason to give it up. I just think they're going to trade Jordan Love to make Aaron Rodgers happy, which makes no sense because I think Jordan Love developing behind Aaron Rodgers will be a very situation in comparison to Aaron Rodgers behind Brett Favre. I just think that people are mad that they took him, but honestly, in hindsight, in 3 years, Packers fans, if they hold on to Jordan Love, are probably going to be happy they did that. And last but not least, LaMelo Ball is coming back. So when I was doing my playoff for takeoff, Charlotte might be a playoff. I might get that wrong, but at the time when we did that, we didn't know LaMelo was going to come back. That was the news of the week. Now, one-time guest of the show, you already heard him talk. Mr. Parker Blake is in the building today. How you doing, bud? Come on, take a seat. So, Parker has been kind of making moves, honestly. lately. You can tell the hoodie, obviously.
Gotta
He's
rep the brand.
essentially my what do you call my merch man, essentially. And if you look at his little hat right there,
Yes, sir.
football by the numbers. You guys have heard me talk
sir.
about it. You guys have seen the links in the description and on the screen. Hey, look. Oh, look, what's that? This is Twitter right there. Oh, what's that? Oh, this is Instagram. That's crazy. Go check those out. Links in the description. So Parker, first of all, how you been?
I've been great. I've
Yeah.
been great. I've been busy. I'm trying to do a lot.
Nice. I'm
I
glad
guess-
you could fit me into your schedule.
Hey, I hate free time, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm always gonna be here though.
Oh fuck yeah.
I'd
Let's
be here-
go.
I'd be here every week if I could.
So we're gonna touch on football by the numbers real quick. What you got for me?
Really, I mean, all it is just I love stats. I love numbers. I love organizing things. Spreadsheets are my baby. You can ask anybody that knows me. And over the years, I mean, everyone knows PFF, Pro Football Focus, and literally they just get trashed on Twitter nonstop because half their stuff is wrong and the other half makes no sense. So my goal is to just beat them out because the only reason they have credibility is because for some reason Chris Collinsworth backs them, and I guess people value his opinion.
I don't know.
No?
I like Chris Collinsworth, but I don't like PFF that much.
No.
So I mean, actually, because Parker, you're involved in their Twitter, and so sometimes you like beef with them, which is pretty funny. They obviously don't respond back, but people will respond back to you. So yeah, I think Parker's already had a bunch of posts and comparisons and player comps and stuff like that. So make sure, and his player rankings too. He puts those out like weekly or bi-weekly. So make sure you guys check those out. It's really interesting too because he will sometimes compare them to PFF rankings, and there are some that will blow your mind.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
They're
it's-
wrong, man. They're always wrong.
It's really wild because it's definitely a biased site, and they just want to like use the star names or the most popular names at the time. So cool, man. Yeah, make sure you guys go check out football and the numbers. It's awesome. Honestly, that's what I'm gonna start using once he gets more numbers in. That's what I'm gonna start using for my player rankings for the show in general. And I'm just really excited to see where it goes, man. It's super young. It's like a month old. So
Hey, update. We did do the March Madness bracket using the machine.
you did.
Yes. So I have a game simulator that I built myself, and it just uses a couple stats, and it's really simple right now, but it just kind of determines based on numbers and performance what team will beat who, and it was super interesting to do. I did it through the last half of the NFL season last year, but I did it for March Madness this year, which was crazy because some of these teams are out of each other's leagues.
Right. Yeah.
It was actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
Okay.
I thought it would flop.
Okay.
But we were in the top 77th percentile.
Oh shit.
So that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's not bad.
That's better than most brackets. Most brackets were like I think like 15 or 50% or something like that. So go check him out.
Took second in our group.
He did. That's very true. But yeah, make sure you guys go check him out. Obviously, he's talking about March Madness. He doesn't just do football. He also is one of the reasons I won money last year betting on the NFL because Parker, once we get back into the NFL season, his draft or his season simulator is really fucking good. All right, so my first thing I got for you before we get into the meat, which is going to be Parker's like goddess, his little child in the second leg of the podcast. So this is one thing I was kind of thinking about lately is like the offseason is essentially almost done. The draft is obviously going to be the last moment of the off season essentially, and then we move into OTAs and summer workouts, stuff like that. And so not really even thinking about the draft because I think rookie players don't put too much pressure on situations. I think rookie players, it's like if they're good then so what, if they're bad then so what, So one thing I've been thinking about is like who's going to be on the hot seat this season. And so I thought of 5 people that I think are going to be on the hot seat. I'll go 5, like number 5 to number 1, like hottest.
Okay.
And I'm curious your thoughts on these. So number 5 is Drew Lock. I like Drew Lock personally. I will say he took a step back in his second season, but there was also more sample range because I think his first season he only played like 6 games, but he went like 5-1 or something like that. But then the second season, again, he didn't play every single game because they had the COVID outbreak, and I think he got hurt for a little bit. But he did regress. I mean, I think he was like 3rd in the league in interceptions or something like that. But I mean, it's sounding like the Broncos want to take a quarterback here, and like they might even trade up. And so if that is the case, Drew Lock is probably going to be playing for his job.
Yeah.
What do you think about Drew Lock?
I think Drew Lock's going to be an OTA decision. I really think I think they're going to take somebody. No one knows who, if we're being honest.
Because they're at 11, right?
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Can someone fall? We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Well, don't worry.
Don't you worry. But I do think, I don't know if he'll be playing this season for his job. I think at that point he'll either have lost it or at least, I guess if he makes it to the season, then he'll be paying for his job week to week.
I think if they do draft a quarterback, I think the preseason is going to basically be a quarterback competition.
I agree.
My number 4, another quarterback, I got Daniel Jones. Now, it's not in the same situation because we know that the Giants aren't going to take a quarterback and like that, but the Giants did get him a shit ton of weapons in the offseason. They got him a second tight end, so now they have a great tight. I mean, Evan Ingram has had his moments where he's been like a doofus and he's like
Drops.
That's the thing. He drops a lot of passes,
drops.
but he's tall, he's fast, he's strong. Like if he can get that together, he's gonna be one of the best tight ends in the future in the NFL. And then they got Kyle Rudolph, so they have a great tight end tandem, and they also have some great weapons on the outside. They made some acquisitions, obviously Kenny Galladay being the big one, and their defense made huge strides last year. I mean, the Giants, I know it's the NFC East, and almost every team won the division, but they still almost won that division. And so I think with Dan Jones having all those weapons and Joe Judge seeming like a competent head coach, I think, if he doesn't succeed next season, then, they maybe a quarterback stands out and they want to take a quarterback in the following draft.
I mean, like I said in the group chat the other day, you can't talk about the NFC East and just be like, oh, well, all the teams are bad. Doesn't mean they're good just because they win the division. But that's just not true. I mean, there's still 4 NFL teams.
Right.
And I mean, if you're winning your division, you're doing something right because you're playing teams that are outside of your division as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Daniel Jones is on the hot seat this year. I mean, he's coming up on a contract year if it's not this year,
It's
right?
the year after. So he's on his 3rd year of his rookie contract. So it's like it's not a contract year, but his fifth year option. Yeah.
Yeah. So But I don't think it's on Daniel Jones because I think Daniel Jones has been playing great. Honestly, that's just. I mean, obviously, someone's not going to agree with
I'll
that.
say when he got Jason Garrett as his OC, then he made steps.
Very true.
Because I mean, we did see him grow last year, but I mean, turnovers are his big thing. I think. I mean, heading into halfway through the season, he had more fumbles than he had touchdowns or something like that. So that's my. I mean, for me, I do like Daniel Jones. He's fast. I do feel really bad for him. They took him with the 6th overall pick in that draft because like he was in the 20s.
Yeah.
He reminds me so much of Mac Jones right now, where everyone's like, okay, he's a lower rated quarterback, but then the hype got to him and he might get taken super early and put a lot of pressure on him. So I don't expect him to perform like a top 10 pick for the next couple of years just because he essentially wasn't. The Giants just kind of made that call.
Yeah. I still think it was a good pick though.
I
think he's a solid quarterback. He's not a great quarterback by any means.
Right.
But I think he's a solid quarterback. I don't think he's a guy that you need to look to replace soon. But if he doesn't perform this year, I mean, I think they need to, again, we'll talk about it later, but I think they need to focus on kind of helping him grow as a quarterback in this draft.
Right. And I mean, again, speaking back to last year, they almost won the division without Saquon. Saquon was gone in week 1. But, I mean, he might just be a bridge quarterback. You never know. So that's number 4. Number 3 is we're going to go into head coach, Mike McCarthy. I know it's only his 2nd year with the Cowboys, but he underperformed last year. I know there was the Dak injury, but if we're being real, Dak went 1-3 and Andy Dalton went 5-5. So I don't want to hear that as an excuse. Again, you want to make another excuse too? Well, guess what? The division is ass. I know we were just saying that you can't say the division is ass, but it is. I mean,
if you're bad in the bad division, you're really bad.
Exactly.
It's like being good's different than being bad.
You can't expect to be one of the top picks in the draft and then also say, well, our division's bad. Yes. The thing about the Cowboys is it's the Dallas Cowboys. There's always going to be people that want that job. I don't care if it's college. I don't care if it's NFL. There's going to be people like, let's say Lincoln Riley's like he's good at Oklahoma next year. He's like, I want to try the NFL. And Mike McCarthy goes 6-11 next season. Then maybe Lincoln Riley's like, I could probably fix Dak into this offense. So I think, and obviously Mike McCarthy he's making Jason Garrett look good.
Yeah, and that's hard to do.
Yeah,
that's hard to do. I mean, I know he's looking not bad in New York right now, but to make him look good as a head coach is embarrassing.
And especially with like the acquisition of Dan Quinn as his DC, I think that should get the on paper. This happens every single year. On paper, the Cowboys should win this division because of the acquisitions they made on defense. They're probably going to address that in the draft as well. They got a defensive coordinator who actually knows defense. They have a great offensive coordinator in Kellen Moore, and then also just Mike McCarthy's been to a Super Bowl. He's been a 500 coach his entire career, so there is no excuses for if the Cowboys suck this year. I'm going to put it all on McCarthy. That's mine.
I think that's fair. I mean,
I'm going to put it on Jerry Jones, but we always put everything on Jerry Jones because it literally is always his fault. So then it'll fall on McCarthy.
So curious to see what happens when he's out, but I mean, he's never going to die. So
no, literally never.
He is literally Darth Sidious, but it's okay.
Number 2, I don't know if this is going to be a surprise, but for him being this high is it's John Gruden. He signed a 10-year, $100 million guaranteed contract with the Raiders. I think we're going into his 4th year of the contract, and they have underperformed mightily. They always start the season well. They start the season exactly the exact same way the last 2 years, like the exact same way, and they finish the season like the exact same way the last 2 years. Last season they finished under 500. If it's not for Jets still trying to get
the Jets. Mr. Heat over there throwing blitzes.
Yeah, I mean, or like a boneheaded move by their defense when they grabbed Ryan Fitzpatrick's face mask and he had that haul. Like it's stupid things like that. And so they brought in John Gruden to be a culture guy. But I mean, look what they've done this season. All right, let's get another running back. Okay, do you have a good offensive line? Oh no, we actually just like dealt all of our offensive line. So why'd you get the running back? Because it's a running back. It's a running back. And then they also got they got Henry Ruggs, and he completely underperformed last year, you know? So.
Well, Jerry Jeudy underperformed too.
Yes, that is true. But I will say, but like Jerry Jeudy doesn't have. I like Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr is very underrated.
I agree.
And
everyone's talking about replacing him this year in the draft. I don't see it at all. But
do you agree with John Gruden?
That one's hard because I talk with JP about it a lot about the Chargers. Like they were close in a lot of their games. They didn't lose a lot of games. Like they didn't get blown out a lot. Because like them and the Chargers were in the end of each game they were close and they just couldn't finish. So I'm like, are they just a couple guys away from finishing games or is it really a whole? Because for me, I mean, obviously you have the Chiefs in your division. You have the Broncos, which really are amazing some weeks and then can't figure out how to play football the next week. So I mean, the Raiders should be number 2 in that division. But they just can't finish games. No one really in that division can except the Chiefs.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm very curious though, like how I think the Chargers are gonna be the second best team in that division this year.
I agree.
Just because their head coach hire. JP, I think just like sensed what we said and just like
got
so happy. He just busted through the door. Chargers?
No, the Raiders. The Raiders are a good team, and I mean, I disagree with you on the O-line. They're really young, but I think they have a great O-line.
Well, no, I think they had a great O-line, but then they dealt.
I still think they do.
Oh, okay. But just
I
young.
Think
They're
really young.
Okay.
But I mean, the Colton Miller's still awesome.
That's true. Oh, shout out to Harriman Olum. He plays for them.
I'm gonna say Andre James is gonna be awesome.
Yeah. So that's number 2. My number 1 though, this might be a real surprise, but let's see if I can make sense. Cliff Kingsbury.
I've heard that a lot. Actually.
Okay.
I've
now,
heard that a lot.
Here's the thing. I like Cliff Kingsbury a lot. He's also on his 3rd year of his contract, so I'm like, not Hotseat is in there gonna fire him, but Hotseat is in like, you better get your shit together.
Do something.
Because here's the deal.
Poke him with the
he has gotten better. He has made the Cardinals better. Like they were the number 1 pick, and they got Kyler when he signed with them. They got better. I think they were the number 10 overall pick last year, and now they're in that 15. They almost made the playoffs this year in the NFC West, which is arguably the best division of football right now. Yeah, great division. And so the only reason I have him on the hot seat is because of the acquisitions they made this offseason. J.J. Watt. Who's the wide receiver they just got? Oh my god. AJ Green.
How did I not know?
I know. I know they just got James Conner as a running back. They're probably going to go either offensive line or secondary in the draft because they need to protect Kyler at all costs. They have Kyler in his 3rd year.
Well, you're talking about acquisitions. We lost Patty Pete, though.
Oh, that's true.
Patty Pete's gone now.
Yeah, but you know what? They also have Budda Baker on that back end. They're probably going to actually start Isaiah Simmons this season. Isaiah Simmons only started he only started 1 game, and he only played like half the snaps of every single game. And on every single snap, they were like a plus team defensively. So yeah, why not get the fastest guy of last year's draft and put him on the field? That made no sense to me. So I just think like if they
Herman and Lum and Lecky Fotu on the front too.
Yeah, Lecky Fotu. Lecky. Oh man. Hey, Lecky, if you want to come on the podcast, if you ever see this, you want to come on the podcast, let me know, bro. I actually DM'd you on Instagram, so please respond. No, but I just think they have the pieces there. Again, the only reason I'm going to give it, like I might give them some buffer, is their division is hard as shit. They are still kind of young. I mean, as a team, they're definitely young, but I'm saying like the relationship between Kyler and Cliff is still very young. I do think that no matter what happens up until the end of Cliff's contract, I think it's 4 years, I still think they should extend him to another contract just to see how he plays out. And then, of course, like 1st year, 2nd year if it's bad. But I think this is like his make it or break it year. We're like, okay, do we trust him? And then if they trust him, then he'll be on a longer leash. But if not, he'll be on a shorter leash.
No, I think the biggest thing for them right now, especially being in that division, is they need to just get an identity. They're trying to be great on both sides of the ball, and you just can't do that in the NFL.
Yeah.
I think they're trying to. If I'm the Cardinals and I'm looking at my division, right? You have top tier defenses across the board, but there's not a lot of offensive action.
Exactly.
I mean, you have the Rams who can punch it out a little bit, and you have Russell Wilson who's literally doesn't matter what you do against Russell Wilson. Mm-hmm. But I mean, they play the Seahawks well, and I think if they just create an offense that can beat these defenses, they will jump to the top of the division.
Yeah, you see a lot of teams. I mean, a lot of the games this season. I will say in the playoffs, defense does come into account a little bit more. But in the regular season, where you actually have to get to the playoffs, you see shootouts all the time, and between good teams too.
Especially in the division.
Yeah, 100%. yeah, no, I think Cliff Kingsbury number one just because of the situation he's kind of the GM's put him in. Is there anybody you think I'm missing?
No, I just want to see Joe Burrow play. He's in my hot seat.
I almost put Baker on here because he's going to his 5th-year option deal.
Okay.
And so I'm just curious how he's going to do. But also at the same time, they were 500. They made the playoffs last year. They won a playoff game last year. They were I think they were 8-8 this season. No, they were 7-9 this season before, and he has been decent.
They can't pick up another quarterback.
Exactly, that's the thing.
At this point, you have to ride Baker out and then until he breaks. Until he starts throwing picks and
he was the only person I was like. I almost also put Mike Zimmer, the head coach of the Vikings, on here. But I mean, I was looking at the Vikings last couple years. I'm like, no, they've been good, then they're bad, then good, then bad. So it's like they're just off and on.
He's so up and down. But that whole division is.
Yeah.
As well. So I don't know if you put that on him, but
Matt Nagy.
Mike Zimmer's an ex-Bengal too. I hated him in Cincinnati. So.
Oh, nice. There you go. Matt Nagy's another one I almost put on there too, but he's been dealt the worst hand in the world. I like Matt Nagy a lot. All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and then we're gonna get into the real meat and bones of why I brought Parker into the podcast this week. So stick around for that, guys. All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Parker Blake joining us. Now, this is where we're gonna get into the nitty and gritty of the podcast. So, what the hell?
You're joking! Come here.
What's
Come
up,
here.
Cope?
Come here. You don't understand how perfect this is right now. You don't understand.
No, we know. This was planned.
You're joking.
It's time.
Let's joking.
So JP and Parker are my draft gods on this, and I'm actually gonna have JP sit in my chair because this is gonna be their segment. So JP, come stand next to me real quick. Just come stand.
I think
next.
it's funny that I mentioned you earlier.
I told him that. That's what I was like, dude. He said that you're gonna bust through the door, and you actually are. Like, I looked at the camera. I was like. So these guys actually have no idea why I called them. JP snuffed it out somehow. So JP wasn't supposed to know that you were coming on, but he figured it out. So sorry, he knew you were coming on the pod. So this is what we're gonna do, boys. We're gonna do a top 20 mock draft in the NFL, but Parker gets the second pick. JP gets the first pick. Parker gets the fourth pick. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way until 20. So I hope you guys did your homework.
Oh boy.
I know nothing about the draft.
Phone real quick?
Yeah. Let me grab your phone. And look, I even have my own little microphone, so if I want to come in, I can comment from the shadows.
If you want a butt,
Don't
hopefully I get the Pats pick, right?
Do you get the Pats pick?
No
You
trades.
do get the Pats
No
pick.
trades.
Oh, do
They're
I?
not allowed to trade picks. Yes,
Man,
because you're odd numbers. So
you had to give JP the Pats, man.
Is that bad?
Man, you gave him the Pats and the Niners. Dude.
Yeah. No, the reason I gave him the first pick. Hold
So
on,
you
get
know
back
he's
to
not
pick.
going in the first.
The
Yeah, that
reason
sucks.
The reason I gave him the
Ugh.
first overall pick was because I thought your ass was gonna take Mac Jones with it or something. Because I know you don't like Trevor Lawrence.
The first pick? No, Trevor's going first. And, I mean, I know it's your
So
pick.
I have the first pick.
It's your
Are we
pick.
starting?
If he
All right.
doesn't go first, I'm going to be
So-
upset. But
Go ahead and start. JP,
Bow.
who are you taking with the first overall pick?
With the first overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft,
Yes.
the Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence.
we need, like, the song. We need that sound.
How does it
Don't
go?
worry, it'll be in post.
Oh, that's my
Don't
guy.
worry,
That's
I'll
my
put that
guy.
into
That's
post.
my guy.
Parker Blake, who are you taking? The Jets taking with the second overall pick in the draft.
Well, I guess my question for you, Connor.
Yes.
Is this me or is this what I think's going to happen?
No, your mock draft.
Yeah.
Like who you
What?
think?
Not you.
You're
What
not the
you take?
GM.
I wait.
We all wish.
I
you
wish
were.
I was a GM of the Jets. Let me tell you that
doing
right
this
now.
in my apartment right now. This would be in a studio.
But
This
no,
is a
Zach
studio.
Wilson's going too, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But that's what's gonna happen.
All right. JP.
Okay.
Number 3, one of the big boys.
Niners, lots of Mac Jones talk, but I think it's all. I even actually think Jets could take Justin Fields at
I
2.
see, and that's yeah.
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 Like I
I
don't
was gonna
care
say Justin
about
Fields, but it's not gonna
like
happen.
reports are. I don't know. I don't believe all of them all the time, and people just like get caught up in this kind of stuff. It wouldn't make any sense to me if they took Mac at 3, regardless of the
No.
reports. So I'm going Fields for sure.
No, I think Fields is the second best quarterback in this class. For
Oh
sure.
yeah, I'm
For
with
sure.
you.
So you think the Niners are taking Fields?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Number 4, Mr. Parker. One of the hardest situations, the Falcons.
Dude, first off, You gave
You're
him
gonna do
the
different.
You gave him the 49ers.
Yeah.
You gave him the Pats.
Yeah.
You know who
This
else
is a
you
good
gave him?
one.
You know who else you gave him? You gave him the Bengals at 5.
Well, you have.
I got no one that I even care about in this entire draft.
You
Nobody.
got Falcons.
Nobody. Hold on. And you gave him the Chargers. What is this garbage right now? I just,
Bro, this is where you were gonna take Trevor Lawrence in the first one.
I got snuffed. No, Trevor Lawrence has to go one. No, so the Falcons are interesting because I read a lot and I've been reading a lot the last couple of days too. Just because, I mean, from what I've seen, it's a really controversial pick, I guess. But I'm gonna go against what I have on my board. I haven't done it mock yet that I like the whole mock, but I'm gonna go against what I have on my paper right now. So hopefully JP does the right thing. Hopefully.
Who's your pick?
Hopefully.
I think he's saying Kyle Pitts.
I got you. Yeah, I got.
But I think
Throw me a lob one time.
Kyle Pitts has to go to the Falcons. They need a weapon, and I mean, Matt Ryan's not going.
This
anywhere
changes
soon.
my.
Yeah.
This is kind of fun. I like this idea.
All right, JP. I know. I figured this is why I didn't want to like you guys have your own backups. Like, oh, I have this person. I have this person.
Yeah, no.
Because if he
'Cause that
ruins
changes,
one
like,
thing, you
right.
could ruin it for him.
Right. Exactly.
So
Like Mac Jones isn't going in the first this draft, by the way.
Okay.
he
So we
doesn't
got.
deserve to be in the first.
Yeah, Mac Jones isn't
Fifth
going in
overall
the first
pick.
of this
Who
one.
are the Bengals taking? All eyes on Parker right now.
The Bengals.
They got just JP. Why are you even
Um,
thinking about it? Why are you even thinking about it right now?
So I know what Parker thinks, but he wants other things. I'm gonna go with what Parker wants, and I'm gonna go with Panay Sewell.
Good.
Yeah, but Parker thinks they're gonna go Chase, which is definitely a possibility. I
If
think they end up with
Sewell goes at 4, then we definitely go with Chase.
Well, I mean, Joe Burrow can't throw to T Higgins if he needs Penny to throw.
I like this whole conspiracy that I have going on because they just picked up Moss
I think you could
from
be
LSU.
right.
You think they're just gonna load him off with LSU?
And if they pick up Chase, I mean that's 2 weapons that he played with in college. Already has the chemistry with.
Yeah, I kind of want to change mine to Chase.
Nope, too late.
Yeah, I
You
feel
locked
bad.
in.
Panay's
It's
like
locked in.
walking up
It's
to the
locked in.
stand, and I'm like, no,
No.
you didn't get drafted.
It's locked in. Penny Sewell is taking
the wrong
fifth
card.
overall pick. The 6th overall pick. This is also kind of a controversial pick. Parker,
What's that? The Dolphins?
you have the list.
I know I have bad eyes.
Oh.
I have bad eyes.
And I'm a dick.
It's not gonna. I have like 20/20 vision. I just
Wait, what?
I broke one of my eyes.
What's happening? I need 6th overall
What is
pick.
that? Oh yeah, that. So I have Waddle. I like Waddle at 6, but I'm going with Chase.
Okay, I was like,
I'm going with Chase because he's there. But again, when we take Chase, Waddle will go to the Dolphins.
JB, the 7th overall pick.
Yeah, you haven't messed mine up much.
I missed my
So,
own up severely.
I'm
bad.
going Waddle for the Lions actually.
Okay.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I changed mine a bit since you last saw Parker. So used to have Waddle later, but I got Waddle all the way up at 6 now, or
Good.
7.
All right,
Where he should be.
the newly Christians quarterback team, who honestly, this is kind of Chico. They still have the 8th overall pick since they don't really have that many needs offensively. Parker, what are you doing at 8? Unless it's O-line, but I'm just curious what you do.
What? Unless it's what?
O-line.
Well, I mean, because I wish I could read this paper
Panthers.
from over here.
Mr.
Panthers. No, so it has to be a second OT, the second best OT in the class. I think JP. Last time we talked, he agreed with me, but I think he's tied for first because he's a lot less raw than Panay is. But Slater's got to go to the Panthers.
What?
Pause. He's a lot less raw than me. All right.
Someone
but-
take his mic. Someone take.
All right. So JP number
This is-
9.
This is his show, and he's doing this on his.
No, so
on his
actually,
own.
I changed. I agree with you with like Slater and Panay. That's cool, but I actually had JC at. But if you're going Slater, then I'm definitely gonna go Broncos. Go JC. I actually have those switched now, so I have Panthers taking JC Horn, and then Broncos taking Slater. But obviously, you pick Slater, so I'm gonna go. They take JC Horn.
Wait. Mac Jones and Trey Lance are still available. You the Broncos taking?
Oh yeah, I
The
forgot.
cornerback.
I forgot Trey Lance is still there. Oh, that.
Are you about to do a second?
Did he
don't
already
come up
take
to the
it?
stage.
Yeah, you already took a guy.
I took it.
You already
Sorry.
took JC
Nah,
Horn.
you're
You'd
right.
be a horrible
You-
GM.
You really be ruining this whole draft. You got Trey Lance and Mac now in a free fall.
Oh my God, bro.
It's like, where are they even going to end up next?
Oh God, the Patriots are gonna get Trey Lance.
No, the Patriots. You know who the Patriots should get, JP?
No, don't tell him. Let's just who's
Oh,
gonna
he
be-
knows.
Over Lance.
He knows. Yeah, so,
We're
we're,
not-
we're just
not
not
gonna
going to
say
talk
Mac
about
Jones,
this
is
right
he?
now.
I hope.
Oh God. Okay.
Maybe that
Parker.
won't let him have the pick.
Parker, 12th overall pick.
Cowboys.
Wait, 12?
Cowboys.
Yeah, 12.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
Cowboys.
12th? No, 10th. 10th overall pick.
Cowboys. Cowboys.
Yes,
Yes,
Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Who are you taking?
Cowboys.
Who you taking?
Cowboys. Certain.
Okay.
Okay.
You're taking the Cowboys.
All right,
Take
well-
JC Horn?
No.
That's been the rumor.
I like J.C. Horn as the number 1 corner in the class, but I think first off it's the Cowboys. They're going to be like, oh, Twitter thinks we should draft Certain, so we're going
Sertain's
to.
also more NFL ready, I feel like.
This is interesting. With
I think
Giants
Certain
at
goes to
this
the Cowboys
point.
for sure.
Yeah, the Giants, who we talked about. We
Yeah.
think Daniel Jones is
Put
on the
my
hot
paper so
seat.
I can read it.
Yeah.
This is getting embarrassing.
Honestly, with Trey Lance falling this far,
No!
To the...
I think
Don't do it.
I think that they disregard Daniel Jones. They might even start him this year.
Oh my god!
They might even start Daniel Jones this year, but picking up Trey Lance
Might.
here is not a
He
bad
said
idea.
might.
Not a bad idea at all.
We said Daniel Jones on the hot seat.
He said might.
Oh
Yep.
my god.
I'm going to go with Trey Lance falling this far at this point. I'm going to say they take Trey
First
Lance.
off, falling this far is your fault. Second of all, sending him to New Jersey is a terrible
Oh
idea.
my god. No, it's fine. What do you mean Trey Lance is New Jersey? He's a cold weather quarterback.
He's not going to play.
Oh, we'll see. All
No,
right.
we won't.
We'll see.
That's crazy. I don't think he's gonna play New York no matter what because that was unbelievable. I can't believe you did that.
Like,
That's,
real
wow.
players.
I didn't even...
Type it in.
That's... Good thing he was already off my board, but
Okay, so
wow, the Eagles at 12 have literally everything available.
Oh my
so-
god, could you imagine Lance fall to them?
dude. I don't like Jalen. I like Jalen.
I like Jalen too, but apparently they're having a quarterback competition between Jalen and who's the other quarterback? Yeah. Parker, who the Eagles taking?
How much of a competition is it if we can't think of anyway?
Exactly.
No, I'm definitely at 12. They have a lot of needs, but if he's still available, I gotta give him back to Jalen.
Oh shoot.
Devonta Smith is going to Philly.
Jeez,
Bro.
that's bold.
Sheesh. That's crazy because they
That
think he's
is
gonna fall
bold.
into the second.
That is
I know
bold
they
because
do.
Pitts is still on the...
Oh, Pitts is still available. Wait, no, Pitts was
No,
taken.
he's not.
No, wait. who-
Pitts went to
Pitts went
Atlanta.
to Atlanta.
You dingleberry?
Oh, Pitts went to Atlanta. Got it.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Whiteboard would have been a great idea.
By the way, I told these they would. I told these guys like a month ago, and so they had time to get their homework done.
It's done.
Yes,
It's
it
done.
Homework's done. I just don't know who's been taken. So.
Homework's done. Memory ain't there. Memory ain't
Chargers.
Chargers fan right here. JP, I'm curious. What do you think about Derwin James changing his jersey number to 3?
Pain. I think pain.
there. It's vintage now.
Yeah, it's
vintage
limited
now.
edition.
This is apparently what people say to people who lost their jersey numbers. Make them feel better. Chargers.
You don't just rip a 3 off.
I'm kind of curious what you're gonna do too. I don't know what you're gonna do here. 'cause I
All
know
the
what you
best
should do.
weapons are off the board. I guess the top 3 or 4 best weapons. So I think they do go tackle, and I think they go with the guy me and Parker both dislike.
I knew you were gonna do it. I knew you were gonna
I
do
have
it.
him taking Christian Darris.
Yes, he's garbage.
Yeah,
Then why are you taking him?
Because he's gonna go there.
Uh,
He's
You
going
think so?
to.
He's got
Yeah.
all the traits.
He's the third
and
best tackle. He's the third tackle off the board in the draft.
He's
no
got,
matter what.
He's got all the traits, so I think Chargers will be like, cocky, like, oh, we can mold him into something great, which guess
Man, first pick with a new
Maybe,
head coach,
but
you're gonna flop it, huh?
probably not.
Nice.
So yeah,
You're starting to look
Christian
like us a
Darris
little
off.
bit
Damn. Number 14, Parker.
So this is when I talked with JP a lot, and he didn't agree what I had here earlier.
Oh, the Vikes.
I moved it around a little bit, and I put him back here. But with what we have on the board right now, I have no idea where to go with the Vikings.
yeah, this is a pretty tough one.
So,
I saw like your draft network, their need. It was like every position.
dude, it's crazy.
From like every
Dude, I
single
need to-
position.
So I show safety, interior O line, cornerback, edge,
Jesus.
and offensive tackle.
Yeah.
And so they had 3 categories. They had primary needs, secondary, and then like everything else.
What the
And that was all of their primary needs. So
So-
apparently,
I have a question. Mac Jones is still available.
where's Kirk at? Where's his?
Oh yeah.
He's got time left, doesn't he?
He just signed an extension.
Yeah. They're not gonna. They
You
just
don't
paid.
think so?
They just paid the man.
Yeah.
It's the same Matt. It's the same as the Matt Ryan deal, man.
Fair. I was just curious your thoughts about that.
I would love him with Dalvin Cook. Love him. But it's not. It's not.
All right. So who?
We're gonna go edge to give. Hopefully Hunter comes back. They seem confident that he will.
Yeah,
but
he's gonna come back.
I'm gonna give him an edge. I'm gonna give them JP's favorite man in the entire draft.
Yeah.
No.
Possible.
Quiddy Pay.
Oh shoot.
to
Okay.
the
Cool.
Vikings.
What a guy.
Yeah, it's gonna fall. I feel like he might go in the top 10.
I think he should be later than
I
that,
don't think
honestly.
he'll go in the top 10. There's too many good players for him to go in the top 10. But
This
He
is
could
I
go.
know
I
nothing
don't know
about
where
the
he's gonna
draft.
go. He's gonna go he could go anywhere really.
I think he could go to
He's
the Vikings,
interesting.
honestly. I mean,
Because Jalen Phillips was still on the board, and if it wasn't for injury issues, he's an animal. So I think he's gonna
yeah,
start.
but we talked about this with
We'll see.
Dickerson, but injuries in the NFL just
Right, yeah.
it'll drop you to the 20s at least.
I'm with you. It's possible. Okay, so then Pats.
Patriots.
Okay,
Oh, God.
honestly, at this point, Smith's gone. Well, correct me if I'm going wrong because I don't know what's happening. But Smith's gone.
Yes.
Pitts is gone.
Yes.
Chase is gone.
Yes.
And Waddle's gone.
Yes.
You know who's not
So
gone?
in terms,
Don't you fucking
You know who's
say
in
it.
not
terms of
gone?
Not
adding a weapon,
Running back?
they're out of luck. No,
Etienne?
we're not taking a running. No, not taking a running back.
I'm religiously against taking running backs in the first
I'm going
Ditto.
with Parker
round.
here.
It doesn't.
I'm going with Mac Jones.
Yeah, it's because it's gonna happen.
I don't want it to happen.
gonna
I
be
think
so
it's
bad.
wrong.
See, look, it just fell.
I
It
think
just
it's the
happened
wrong
right
pick,
there. That's
but-
from JP too. He hates Mac Jones.
You know what?
But the
But
way
look
this
what just
board has
happened.
fallen with
Yeah.
nothing, like no Waddle, no. I think Devontae Smith's gonna fall. I definitely don't think he goes ahead of or I don't think he goes too high. I think people are gonna be scared with his weight and stuff like that. So I think I have him Pat's taking Devontae Smith actually, but with all them gone,
I don't know, I see
Mac's
Smith.
fine.
Smith can be like a Michael
I
Thomas,
guess.
a little smaller Michael Thomas.
Slam boy? I'm just kidding. Anyway, no,
Slam
see,
boy.
but I think JP made a good point. That might not be the right pick. But
Oh, it's the right pick.
That's what would happen though.
It's the right pick.
Yeah, with the way the board's fallen, it's the wrong pick.
It's the right.
No, it's the wrong pick.
Okay.
We talk about this all
No,
the time.
but so
We
this
talked
Cardinals
we
this
talked at
Cardinals pick
restaurant
is
about
16.
just this for like an hour.
we talk about Mac Jones
like
all the
just
time.
that.
Just know that Parker's first ever comparison on FBTN was
Mac Jones.
Was Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence and JP.
And
texted
who
me
won?
and goes,
Who won? Go look on my page and see who won.
Yeah, I'm not gonna spoil it, but just know JP texted me a bunch of question marks.
Yeah, no.
The people voted.
We're not doing
The
that.
People did vote.
We're not-
The people did
It was
vote.
not
No.
me. The people
We're
voted.
not doing that. We're not doing that. We're not.
JP voted, but he knew the answer,
Yeah,
so he
I
cheated.
voted for the one with
JP
my
You're the only
cheated.
person, yeah. All right,
It's like 99.1%. Parker's like,
Yeah.
huh?
I was like, what happened?
16.
No, the Cardinals right now are injured because I mean we have Farley, we have Newsom, we have because wait, isn't Surtain the only guy off the board?
Yeah, only corner.
No,
Yeah.
Horn's gone.
No, Horn didn't go yet.
Horn
did he?
didn't go. I said I questioned Horn. He took Surtain for the Cowboys.
Yeah, Horn's
No,
still
then
there.
I took Horn at the Broncos because I didn't want Lance.
Oh yeah.
Because I forgot Lance existed.
Yeah.
Who has the memory issues? Now,
Still
boys.
you, bud.
Well,
You're
I-
the reason. You're the
I still
reason.
think the Cardinals have to go a cornerback because
Yeah.
they have to replace Patrick
Patrick
Peterson.
Peterson.
And I'm conflicted because I have Farley on my paper and it actually worked out because he's still there.
To take him.
Yeah, that's an interesting one because he's having some injury issues of
Yeah.
his own. And like Newsom's climbing boards, I could see.
I'm gonna go Newsom.
Oh, you are?
That's it. Yeah.
Oh,
We
yeah.
move.
Newsom at 16.
Okay,
17.
Greg Newsom
Oh.
the second.
cornerback
Yes.
out of Northwestern,
Yes. 17.
5'10". Wait,
Stop. 17.
Alright, 17.
What team is that?
Raiders.
Raiders.
This is all
Oh,
me
hot
and
seat John
Parker. Yeah, this is all me and Parker mock to the Raiders because they're the only ones who won't care about his like off the field issues.
No way are we the
so
same. Oh no,
we're
actually,
gonna
I
go
switched it up.
Micah. I'm gonna go Micah Parsons.
I actually put-
to the Raiders.
Penn State.
I put the Kentucky kid in there over Micah. But I
Really?
definitely had Micah going there. And I was the same reason. I'm like, because I have Owusu over him on every other team, but the Raiders don't care.
I thought people were saying he's like the best pure defensive talent in this draft.
Micah?
Yeah.
Maybe athletically, but he's just a risk right now in my eyes.
He has a lot of off the
Because
field
the off-field
issues.
issues. Yeah. Well, I guess it's the Raiders. They totally would. Take
That's what
him.
I'm saying.
That's a
Safe
perfect
pick for Gruden.
Oh God.
Safe
man.
pick, so
Because
safe.
you know what? He's a culture guy.
We talked about that in the first like that's what we call a callback.
Oh, I wouldn't get it.
You wouldn't get it. It's
Oh.
just like Mink. Just like Mink.
I really wouldn't get it.
All right.
Okay, so I got the Dolphins
18. This is an interesting pick too because you've already taken. Who did you take in the?
because Quiddy Pay's gone.
No, who did you take with the 6th pick again?
Oh, the 6th pick was Chase.
Oh, that's
I
right.
took Chase because Tua is a good quarterback and needs.
And they're
some help.
sticking with him. They did announce that they're going to stick with him for the next.
They
season.
should. Everyone was. It's
I think it's just
different
because
conversation.
limited. Yeah.
Different
It's-
conversation.
yeah.
But his first game was against Aaron Donald.
Well, the Dolphins picks are weird. They're hard.
They are because they're good.
No, but I got the Dolphins. I mean, This wouldn't be a bad spot for a running back, but they're not allowed to go in the first round because they're not Derrick Henry. So
Yes, but
Stop-
Parker,
stop
Parker,
talk, stop
no,
talk,
Parker,
stop. No,
Parker.
no.
This is the NFL draft. It's gonna happen.
It's
So
not
if it
gonna
fits,
happen.
then you're gonna do it.
not
Yeah, it's the
gonna happen.
Steelers.
No, stop. We're not taking a running back.
You probably would.
No, we're not.
you
We
would.
have
Harris to
you
Pittsburgh.
would.
We have
Harris to
not
Pitt-
done it in like 20 years. Pittsburgh, look at me. Pittsburgh, get another
You
shot.
would.
Get another shot. Pittsburgh, look at me. Look at me. We're not taking a fucking running back.
Oh no, but the Dolphins need an edge.
Oh, they do.
That's what I'm going to give them.
What about left outside linebacker? Because they did lose Kyle Van Noy.
No,
No?
they need an edge.
Okay. My bad.
I already have my pick.
They're the geniuses here. I just
Already
gotta
have my
pitch in
pick.
my knowledge.
He's staying
Yeah, I got
home.
you.
He's staying home.
I got you.
All right, 19.
Wait, what's up? Did you say the name?
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips is gone.
Oh, wait, Jalen Phillips. Oh, I didn't hear it. My bad. Sorry.
That's because I
You
didn't.
were like,
that's 'cause
yeah,
I
he
didn't
said
say
the
it.
name for
Yeah, he
sure.
said the name. He goes, no, I didn't. Oh, shit. Okay. All right,
Jalen
number
Phillips,
19.
Yeah, I got you.
What team is 19?
Washington football team.
The football team.
The
That one team.
Hey, if I can give a pitch name to the team while JB's making the pick, I like the Red Tails, which pays an homage to the African American pilots in World War II. I think that's awesome because you guys have been a racist ass fucking team the past ever. Maybe pay some homage and some respect to people who actually deserve the respect.
That'd be dope.
You guys suck. I hate Washington. Fire you.
We still sticking with the Chiefs though?
Sorry.
We still sticking with the Chiefs
Yeah,
though?
listen, bro. Things are gonna be changing in the next couple of years. Don't worry. I mean, we're the Utes.
I know. I
Yeah,
don't know who we is. You're the Utes.
We the Utes. You the Mustang.
We're the Wolverines is what we are.
All right, 19. I bought you time.
Washington football team. O-line.
I have.
I'm gonna go
Really?
with Elijah Vera Tucker.
That's a good pick.
Really, to Washington.
I like that pick.
Or one of the tackles, because Cosme, a lot of the tackles are still there actually. So they. Yeah, I mean, I already said it.
I mean, I got Cosme on my board going to
To Washington?
Washington.
Oh, okay.
That works too.
Last.
Jenkins, Cosme.
They can't
or
go wrong
Elijah
on the
Vera-
O-line at that spot. Vera Tucker, Cosme.
Yeah,
I,
it's one of those guys.
So Parker, we have one pick left. Is it the Bears?
it is the Bears.
Da Bears.
Hey, who do you have for this one? I kind of right.
Well, I had Tevin Jenkins, and his backup option was Kyle Trask.
Ew. Ugh.
Wait, no, Tevin Jenkins is still there. Don't take Don't take Trask.
Don't take Trask for like the third
No,
round.
Trask is falling. I had him there.
Trask is falling. Trask doesn't go in the first.
No, I meant falling out of the second, third. Like
Yeah.
he's
100%.
falling.
Do you
Falling
think?
out the draft.
He's
goes
a-
undrafted.
he's-
No,
GG.
he's gonna
I
go. He probably goes in the 5th, I think.
He's got decent numbers,
That's
and he didn't
pretty
have a good
far.
sample size, but
Everyone said he was the Joe Burrow of last season.
well, maybe he'll tear his ACL.
Jesus.
Zoom in on Parker.
Pain.
Yes, you and JP both.
Oh, can we just talk about Joe Burrow's scar pics that he posted?
Pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy.
I'm not gonna put those up because I'll get demonetized. Sorry.
No, but so the Bears, I mean, they're another team that had 5 needs on the Draft Network.
Yeah, we love teams like that.
Primary
Teams
needs.
that need a full team.
Team, and it wasn't even like it was like their whole offense. They had quarterback, offensive tackle, interior O line,
Jesus
wide
Christ.
receiver, and
Okay,
then
that's everything.
Wait,
and
wide
then-
receiver, they have Allen
and
Robinson.
then cornerback. But I mean,
Corner, they have Kyle Fuller. No.
you need more. You need more.
Oh, they
Kyle
lost
Fuller's
Kyle
gone.
Fuller. He's a Bronco.
But, yeah.
Wait, you took a
Can I give a
cornerback.
suggest? What?
What?
Quarterback for what?
No, the Broncos got Kyle Fuller, and you had them taking a cornerback.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
They're going to have a lit defense.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
JC Horn's going to be so
I
good.
finally have power in this situation.
Why? Because you have the pick?
Just read my needs. Just read my needs.
I'm scared.
Looking at who's still available. I'm thinking. But you know who's still there? You know who's still there at 20?
What's happening? I have no idea what's happening.
Mac Jones.
Wait, no. I took Mac Jones.
No, you didn't.
Yes,
no,
I
you
did.
didn't.
No, you didn't.
You took him to the Pats. You took him to the Pats, like I knew you would.
Oh, that's right. You
That's
did.
right. That's right. That's right. Okay.
That's the bad
That was so
memory now.
weird.
Yeah,
You were screaming, no, you didn't, but then you said,
No, you
took
did.
him to the Pats. Oh, you said, no, you did.
Yeah.
I thought you were like, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. You took Mac Jones to the Pats. I was like,
To the
what's
Pats.
happening?
Where he should go. Okay. You
I'm
got
so
me.
confused.
You got me. It was a
Yeah.
nice build up. Though.
No,
It was
Mac.
exciting for
That would
everyone,
have
though.
made sense, too, though.
That would have been good though to the Bears.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
What's up?
I guess I
Can I
gotta.
give a suggestion?
No, you're not the
My
GM.
bad.
It's got to be Cosme, right? It's got to be Cosme.
That works, yeah.
It's got to be
It's
Cosme.
a good pick. Or Tevin Jenkins, yeah. Whichever.
Well, with Cosme's there and they take Tevin Jenkins, that's a very Bears move. But it's got to be Cosme.
That works. That's fine. Yeah.
Can I ask a dumb question? What position does Cosby play?
Offensive tackle.
Cool, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, that was our NFL draft for the first 25 picks of the
20.
20.
the first 20 picks of
25?
the draft. 20.
Wait,
We
we
do
no,
25.
Steelers. Let's get the
No,
Steelers. Let's get the
no,
Steelers.
no,
Let's get the Steelers.
no,
Let's
we're
get
not
the
doing
Steelers.
Steelers.
Let's get the
Steelers.
Steelers. Let's do
Steelers.
Steelers. No, you'll like who I picked for the Steelers.
No, I like. We gotta go.
Yeah, we got a good one for the Steelers.
Okay, we're not going to go 21, 22, 23, 24. We're just going to go 24. We're just going to go 24.
But you got the Jets and the Jags coming up in the next 5.
You want to
though.
declare
Good
it?
for
This
them.
is the only one we mocked to the Steelers. He'll like it too.
Okay.
No, you gotta replace the boy.
If the NAJ comes out of your mouth or TRAV comes out of your mouth,
No,
I
it
will
won't.
leave
You're
my
gonna
own
like.
apartment.
You're gonna like this.
Who?
You're gonna like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's his. It's his. No, it's my pick.
It's your both pick. You guys
It's
are
my
you
pick.
guys are a GM together
my
for this
pick.
pick.
Yeah.
We're going with the boy, right?
Yeah, we're going with Javonte Williams, running back out of UNC. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. You'll like the one we picked.
No,
We're going with, you got it.
he's nervous. The same reason I'm nervous.
To get it wrong?
What school is he from?
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Creed Humphrey's going
Oh, okay, no, I have that.
Okay, let me
That's the
gas up
best
Creed
pick,
Humphrey.
best pick in the
Yeah,
first
that
round, for
like
sure.
there's tweets out there that go like, who's one player that you think will be a success and won't be a bust? I always say
Trevor
Creed
Lawrence.
Humphrey.
There's no way.
No, I always say Creed Humphrey.
No
like
way
he is like that
that he-
guy. He's just a
Yeah, he won't
center,
bust.
so
There's
like
no way he
he's
can.
not super popular
Mm-hmm.
to go, but
I've
he's
been
like
on like
he'd be
this
an
on
awesome
the
pick.
Steelers subreddit. He's the one that like everyone is kind of talking about right now
He'd
because
just
he
be an
probably
awesome
can
pick.
fall. And he did right. He was a mid-second rounder at the beginning of the season, wasn't he? And then he really rose up to the first round.
probably
He's not even that deep in the first. I think he should go earlier to the.
Yeah.
Like, the Vikings could take him. The football team could take
He's
him.
worth it.
But he's gonna fall to the Steelers, and he's
I
gonna
think
be
he's
good for a
gonna be
long time.
really
So you think
good.
he's a good fill-in for
Long time.
Marquise Pouncey?
Oh,
then?
I think he's
yeah.
a great replacement.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yep.
Well, that was our draft. JP, you can stay sitting in the chair. I'm gonna go sit next to my boy Parker, or do you want to sit next to your boy Parker?
Oh, you
That's
have to.
this is Draft McGee, and that's FBTN.
Yeah, Draft
Oh,
McGee, my
yeah,
guy.
Draft McGee. You see this? So that's Parker.
I like how JP's
that's
looking.
JP. Yeah, so JP. No, it's just the words. He's just waiting for the words. He just okay, make him go away. All right, so you know what? You take the microphone. You gotta go sit next to Parker.
Draft McGee.
Oh, now
I'm taking my seat back.
Oh man.
I'll tell you how close you need to sit. So professional. All right, sit down.
Are we going to ads?
No, go to the left. You more.
Left?
Left.
His left.
Oh,
his
you're
left.
right.
He's not very
All
good
right.
at this.
Listen. All right, so let's get into what I mean. I'm excited. This is a this is
That's a
this
super
is
intense device you got.
that's
there.
yeah that's used for like films and stuff. That's what you hook in. So here's a little info. You hook in at the bottom. You hook in a microphone. You hook in a microphone to a boom stand, so that way you don't have to carry like a whole computer around with you, and it records an SD card. Shout out to my dad who bought that for me like 5 years ago.
Shout out, Dad.
Shout out, Dad. All right, so but I mean,
Oh,
Parker has like 9 but I means
No,
apparently.
he thinks so. I never
No. Parker texted me today, and he goes,
Not
"So
confirmed.
one, but I mean, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then hold on, I can actually pull up the conversation because I was really confused.
You can look at the conversation. I told him that I had none.
No.
I'm gonna go off the cuff here.
Okay.
Don't even have one written.
So here's
down.
what we got. Here's what we've got. Here's what we got. Only one, but I mean, correct? Yes, sir. Fine. You want more? ... No. If you want, you can have more. Nah. Follow the guidelines. Nope. I'm a rule follower. New guidelines. No. Nope. Yes. My show. My guidelines. And then JP goes, or Parker goes, exactly. We got to stick to the guidelines. I said, how many did you have theoretically? He goes, I've got just one. And then he goes, I don't have any.
Because he was making fun of me. He did not. That
I
was not the
wanted to
first
hear how many you
time he was
had.
attacking me.
So do you have multiple, Parker? Because if so, I'm gonna have you go first.
Hostile host. No, have Japes go first.
No. I'm having you go first now.
No. What if I take his?
What if he takes yours? What if he takes yours? This is how this
Well,
works.
supposedly I have a backup.
I own mine.
You definitely have a backup. I see that face. All right, Parker, go number 1.
Well, I'm trying to decide because
I'm trying to decide which one I want
I
to
was
do.
texting Connor earlier, and I'm like, do I use one of the ones I already sent him?
I didn't honestly read them because
Do I come up with a brand new one?
I didn't read those because I
He
didn't
doesn't
want.
read my text. We're not.
Piss off.
like that.
Piss off. I didn't read them because they're but I mean.
But I'm gonna do this one just because I know. Well, I'm pretty sure Nick's gonna watch this.
I don't think Nick watches the show anymore.
I'm
He'll
gonna
watch it.
I'm gonna send this to
It's a
him.
lip on.
He's gonna listen. He's gonna listen.
This is a good podcast, honestly.
Oh God. it's-
Zach's really sad that he's not the first duo ever he brought on. Zach's coming on back though. We've been in talks, contract negotiations.
Contract
Also,
negotiations.
time out. JP is like my agent now. We're not gonna say anything, but JP's low key been my agent, so moves are being made.
Whoa! Why, I feel so left out of this loop.
No, it was specifically for him. I can't do something like that for you.
Well,
You'll see.
I just want to know what's going
I'll tell
on.
you.
We'll tell you. We'll tell you
we
after
gotta
the show
talk, we gotta
closes.
talk, we gotta talk.
Don't worry. We haven't seen you in a minute. Okay, we're in, but I mean. So, Parker, you're but I mean.
No, this one's just for Nick. Just for Nick. So.
And Connor, he loves the Cowboys. Talks about
Hi.
And I guess Connor loves.
Love a headline. Love an easy thing to talk about.
But I know Dak Prescott is coming back off the ankle. I know he is, and it was so tragic that we lost him the way that
I don't
we
know where
lost
he's
him.
going with this.
You know at this point.
But I mean, why can't Joe Burrow be the comeback player of the year?
Oh,
Oh.
that's not bad.
No,
That's
it's
not-
not bad.
That's
I mean, I think Nick just had a stroke.
I felt it.
But,
I felt it. No,
like-
it's not a bad. I think it's a great.
I mean, it's a good, but I mean, because the point of but I mean is like it could happen, but I mean,
no,
it could
yeah.
happen.
And I think, Nick's already he's seizing currently.
Yes.
But
So if you guys can, please donate flowers to Nick's hospital room because he's now in the hospital at the time of this goes
put the
out.
information in the description. Don't worry.
Yes, of course.
But
Right below Draft McGee and FBTN.
No, but I mean, he was on pace to. I know now JP is going to seize, but I think Joe Burrow was going to compete with Herbert for that top quarterback spot last season, even though he had no team.
Oh, I think if Joe Burrow didn't get hurt,
if you look at the numbers that he was putting up with the garbage team that he had, I mean,
No, bro's for real.
I think he can come back and be that comeback player.
I think if Burrow didn't get hurt, you probably would have won Rookie of the Year for the exact reason that you said. I mean, he just didn't have. I think the Chargers had a better defense, not a great defense, but they had a better defense, and they did have a better weapons for Herbert to have. And also I think they have a better coaching staff too. So no, I agree with that 100%. Also, if you guys didn't notice the color scheme of Parker's hat, because he's a Bengals fan, there you go. FBTN, go check it out. JP, what you got?
Last year's maybe equal coaching staff, Bengals and Chargers. Yours is worse than Lynn and company.
Yeah, because
Lynn may have been lost, but
you
you're
guys
not
almost
winning.
won. You guys almost won a couple games. Like
Oh no, we almost won a couple games.
You know what we didn't do?
win a
Win
couple
a couple
games.
games.
They weren't even close. The only game that you guys weren't close was the Patriots
I
game.
mean, you guys lost. Burrow was like pretty close. Didn't he come really close to being the Ravens and stuff? Yeah.
Yeah,
or
no,
beat the Ravens.
Burrow was
When
playing-
Burrow was in.
Burrow was playing
They
great,
almost
but we
did.
lost Burrow, and then
Yeah, I
we
know.
tanked. That's why
That-
he's going to be the comeback player of the year. This year.
I think I think it's a really, really.
I'm putting my
good-
future down
That's
in
a
wind
good
over
one.
here. So.
I will
Way better
say,
than mine.
when I put money down on Herbert to win the Rookie of the Year the day Burrow went down with an injury, or Herbert to win Rookie of the
You
Year,
texted me. You texted me,
dude,
that day.
I'm not betting for a while. I'm not betting for
the day
a
of
minute.
the day of the funeral
You
of
made a
my
lot of
quarterback.
Yeah,
you texted
I was
me
like, "Hey,
happy.
odds." I said, "Look at the
Happy.
Herbert odds." And JP, and then I think Parker was just like, "Let me just be sad." All right, JP, what's your but I mean?
Okay. I know at this point I'm a Jazz fan and I'm unrealistically optimistic for no reason, and
Oh,
this is gonna bite me, and I'm gonna cry.
Are you okay?
After
What's happening?
I'm not okay at all.
What's
Yeah, buddy.
happening?
I know I'm not okay at all.
What's happening?
I mean, why can't Staley lead the Chargers to the AFC Championship in his first year as head coach?
What'd you say you're a Jazz fan for?
Because I'm optimistic for no reason.
Oh!
Every single year. But
Why can't Staley what?
lead him where?
lead him.
Wait, what?
Excuse me?
Should I do?
What'd you say?
I can push it back.
No, just I want to hear what you said. I didn't
What
hear.
originally said
Yeah.
was, why can't they go to the AFC Championship in their first year?
Is that what you said, JP?
Yeah,
that's what
I could see that.
I didn't say Super Bowl.
I have my but I mean a couple weeks ago is they win the division.
The Chargers?
Yeah. Have you seen their weapons?
I think we're
It's a
all,
but I mean.
I think we're all forgetting a certain
Do
team.
you guys? Oh, the Broncos.
Yeah, with JC Horn. Come on, that defense. They're gonna climb Herbert.
I'm going home. I'm done. I'm done.
Nah, bro. Because I mean, like, it's but I mean, it's
Raiders,
the whole
Michael
point.
Parsons.
The Raiders with Micah Parsons. The Broncos with J.C.
Oh,
Horn.
just know Gus Bradley, our old DC, is their DC. I don't know what John Gruden's doing.
I don't know what's going over. I don't know what's going
Yeah,
on.
he was
over
number
there,
two.
but-
He was number 3 on my hot
Yeah, he's on
seats.
the hot seat, and his seat is hot.
So,
But
my Parker, I want to hear your other one actually, real quick.
my other one.
Your other one.
Yeah, let's just freestyle. I can freestyle for you.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I'm just gonna do the two. I'm
I'll
gonna
end
do
this off.
I'm
I'll
gonna
end
do
this
the
off.
two that I sent Connor today. 'cause
We
he
got
didn't read the
8
text.
minutes. We got 8 minutes to kill.
I really can't freestyle.
So my other, so I know.
These are so depression. These are the saddest ones ever. Hello? What do you know, buddy?
We don't know.
We don't know what you know. Well, we
I know everyone's high. I know everyone's really high on Najee Harris. But I mean, besides Derrick Henry, which Alabama running back has really had a good career in the NFL?
Mark Ingram?
What?
Is he Alabama?
Josh, he was the fact that I called you Josh is really the question and factor there.
No, Joshua Matthews.
Oh, Matthew. Didn't know that.
Your name's Matt now.
Gonna use that against you now.
Uh,
I mean, yeah, there's not really been a good. I mean, I know Josh Jacobs was Alabama, right? No, Georgia. He was Georgia.
No, where was I don't
Josh
know.
Jacobs is Alabama. Josh Jacobs is Alabama. Please hold.
pull up the computer. There you go.
JP, improvise.
What's Josh Jacobs Alabama?
Yep, Alabama, 100%. Yeah.
So there's some decent ones. Mark
Didn't we
Ingram.
just talk about Josh Jacobs?
That was the
earlier
joke,
this
though. It
year?
was like, yeah, now he's the backup.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, I know that was your but I mean. But we scout the player, not the helmet, surely, right?
Oh, we always scout the player.
You like Najee Harris, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here's my thing. So first off, running backs don't go in the first round no matter
Okay.
what Connor tells you.
I never
But-
say they go in the first round. The only running back I've
but-
justified being the first round is Christian McCaffrey. It's the only one.
Yeah.
But I mean,
This
running
is how
back.
we talk now.
Running
Yeah.
back.
But I mean,
Running back. I told Connor I was gonna have to try and fit in as much as I could in every segment. But anyway, no. But running backs are replaceable. I will always say this. Derrick Henry. I mean, everyone's gonna come at me. Derrick Henry is a 1%er for
Yeah,
sure.
No, for sure.
Running backs are what?
Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, no. There's like a few. Alvin
There's-
Kamara, Christian McCaffrey, and
Derrick Henry. That's the only three.
I
If
will always say Christian McCaffrey is not a running back. He's a slot receiver that they put in the backfield. But running backs are replaceable. You just got to build the O line.
I agree with you 100%. Though
Running backs are replaceable in the league.
Yeah,
Look at DeMarco Murray, what he did in Dallas, what he did anywhere else.
Yeah,
Sorry?
Matt Forte.
Matt Forte.
No.
No, that's a question.
Question for your, but I mean.
I know.
You know a lot of things. So
Why are you coming at me like this
well,
right
your take was Najee Harris. What was it that is not going to be in the?
But I mean,
first
why
round?
can't he go in the first round?
Is that what it was?
No, man, he's not gonna be as good as everyone says.
Oh, you don't think he's going to be as good as everyone says?
He might have a good year.
I
might
will
have a
say
few good games, but
if Pittsburgh had if I know for a fact Pittsburgh's gonna take a running back, like they're like Pittsburgh's gonna take a running back just between the three guys, I would rather have Etienne than Najee Harris.
Oh no, I don't agree.
I don't agree with that either.
What?
Nah, Najee's
Etienne's-
number one in the draft.
I don't think Etienne's that good of a runner.
Yeah, I don't think.
Really? I just think he has more speed than Najee. Najee's more of a big guy.
Najee would ball in
No,
Pittsburgh, I think.
Najee's quick though. You are really sleeping on Najee right now.
Oh, I like
Najee's
Najee.
not
No,
fast.
believe me. JP's seen the photoshops I've made. I like Najee Harris a lot. It's just not at 24. I really like the
No,
Oklahoma
running
pick.
backs don't go in the first round. But Najee Harris is. I mean, he's gonna go in the second round. I hope,
Yeah, he might go in the first.
or on pick 24. Who knows?
That'd be wild.
No, that would. I'm going to. We should do a live stream of the draft
I was gonna
because
say I will sprint. Here.
I will have a fucking heart attack.
We're
You
all going to be in depression. Chase, what's his name? Christian Darrisaw.
Chase Darrisaw and
Yeah.
Harris.
watch them take the dude from NC State though.
We're gonna
Watch
have to lock the.
or UNC, not NC State, from UNC.
Oh, he's good too.
Not in the first
Yeah,
round.
no, none of these. None of
No
the running
running
backs.
back,
Yeah, no, none of these.
No, Derrick.
Up
If
first.
Derrick Henry can go in the second, anyone else can go in the second round.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
I agree with that.
Derrick Henry was pick 40. He wasn't even very top of the.
Well, I think it's just because this draft is kind of like running back light. Because I mean, that draft that Derrick Henry went in, there were a lot of running backs in that.
No,
draft.
I
There's
agree,
type of
but-
positions that are like light in the
No,
draft. Just,
but again, running backs are replaceable.
Well, I mean, look at J.K. Dobbins went in the was it the third round last year, and he's probably gonna be a breakout candidate this not a comeback player, but a breakout candidate this
No,
year.
yeah,
so.
I like that.
they
I
have like a
I
bunch of running
Dobbins.
backs that are all fine. 'Cause
Yeah.
they have a good run scheme. So yeah.
Okay, I mean, their quarterback's running back, so
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
They
he
have
can't-
so
he
many
can't
running
throw.
backs.
can't throw the ball for shit.
Got
All right,
buzz.
here's my but I mean. I know that all the signs are pointing to the Broncos drafting a quarterback in the first round of the draft this year.
Except ours.
Yeah, because someone had a fucking aneurysm. But I mean, why can't they just roll Drew Lock? He's been putting in work with.
That's because he's not good.
Well, let me finish. I know he's been off last year was bad, but his first year it was genuinely like there were bright spots. They rolled him for a reason. He's been working with Peyton Manning a lot this offseason. They got a brand new GM, so John Elway, the head of football operations, is no longer drafting. Do you guys not agree with me?
No, I like Drew Lock. I mean, he's a great, fantastic backup quarterback.
Oh no.
Okay.
Compliment.
It was a very backhand. I was like, Drew, yay!
No, he
Drew was watching. Drew was like, I'm what? What is it, Parker?
No, I mean he has bright spots, but I mean it's like Fitzmagic. You can't consistently play a season. Fitzmagic will go off for 4 or 5 straight games and then disappear.
Yeah, Drew Lock's also only like 23 though.
Okay, so
Sam
I know these are, but I mean, so I just try to see how far you go with it. So Lance, obviously I messed up and Lance was there, but he didn't.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
If Lance was there or any of the top 4 quarterbacks, you would stick with Locke. Like, what if Fields or Lance was?
Oh, if Fields or Lance are available, then I probably.
Did you just say Fields going outside of the top 10?
He said if.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, they're.
Come on, we know we mock.
The Dolphins pick is probably going to be traded. If we're going to be completely honest, I would not be surprised if the Dolphins or the Falcons trade and the Broncos trade up.
Yeah,
So
What about the Pats coming up to 7? I saw that a couple times. So I watched. McShay and Kuiper, who I hate, but can't stop listening to their stuff. Have the Pats coming up to grab.
no, they're trading for Jordan Love. They're
No,
trading for Jordan
I
Love.
wanted to say something so bad over there when you talk about Jordan Love because I mean
Say it.
that's so bad on so many. First off, the Packers have a system.
Right.
The Packers have a system, and if
JP.
you don't believe in the system at this point,
JP just shook his head so fast.
No,
what do you mean
I didn't
no?
shake my head.
What do you mean
I'm trying to
no?
learn what's going
No,
on.
the Packers. I mean, I know everyone's like the Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers connection, but I mean they've built quarterbacks. But I mean, they've built great quarterbacks there, and I think Jordan Love, as much as
I like him there.
I didn't
Tom
like
Hanks.
Jordan Love coming out of college. I didn't like him as an athlete in the draft, but I think if behind Aaron Rodgers in the Packer system,
He's got next.
he can. I mean, he does right now, unless they go. First off, the Patriots aren't going to trade for Jordan Love because they know they're drafting a quarterback, and they've already paid Cam for this year.
Yeah.
If they trade for Jordan Love, then Bill Belichick needs to be admitted next door to Nick.
Hot seat.
But
Oh, Nick. Oh, God.
Pat's got big
Nick,
things
shout
to worry
out.
about.
I'll send you flowers, bud. Still seizing.
but I mean, yeah, no, they're not going to trade for Jordan Love. I don't know who said that, but
There was a picture that floated around the internet. It was like
it was probably another Austin post that he sent in the group because he can't tell the difference between a fake news story.
Bro,
and a real
Austin's
story.
wild, and JP, you need to go back to the group chat just for like my mental
I keep
health.
bringing you back because I feel so lonely in there.
Same. It's literally just me and Parker liking the stupidest shit all the time. It's turning into a COD where this is a whole conversation we don't have to do on the pod.
Well, one thing you're not about the Falcons with the 4th pick, like they traded back. I think Trey Lance will go 4. I don't know if it's the Falcons because the Falcons don't take Trey Lance.
You think 4 quarterbacks? You think
they
4
should 100%
quarterbacks?
trade.
You
Yeah,
think 4 straight?
in a row.
Whoa.
Yeah, in a row.
I don't think Trey Lance or Mac Jones are.
I think
go
Falcons
forward.
should 100% trade down if they're not going to
Yeah,
take a QB.
stack up.
Well, they should take a QB. in my
Well,
opinion.
I don't think they should
I think
because
they should.
Ryan's not good. Ryan's stuck there for now.
we got 10 seconds. So I just want to
Go,
thank you.
go,
I want to thank you guys for
go.
coming on the podcast. Make sure you guys check them out here. I want to thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. I'll see you guys later.